Joseph Taylor,
Yes.
Martha Nominee,
Yes.
Marletta Seeds,
Ms. Seeds?
Lisa Bailey, Joseph
Brother.
Taylor,
Yeah.
Martha Nominee,
Yes.
We're voting.
Marletta Seeds.
Ms. Seeds?
Yeah, I just called him.
Consideration, the board must vote to approve the employment of the following. There's an error there, should be administrative staff in accordance with the revised school code and other general laws of Michigan. So that's an analysis. We have Trey Crucial, potential assistant principal, athletic director, that's what we like hiring for at the high school, the River High School. And then also Brian Scoggin, director of curriculum and instruction communication. Also, their employment memos are attached. The recommended action is that the Benton Harbor Area Schools Board of Education votes to approve the employment of the aforementioned, again, this is the administrative, I apologize, administrative staff.
All right, thank you. May I have a motion for the approval of staff report number 3?
I move that the Benton Harbor Area Schools Board of Education votes to approve the employment of the aforementioned administrative staff.
Yay!
A motion by trustee Martha Nominee. May I have support?
Support.
Supported by treasurer McGowan. Any questions regarding staff report number 3? Yes, we'll go to. Okay, go ahead.
My call has dropped, and I'm not able to look at the agenda. What position are we looking at right now?
So we're looking at the assistant principal / AD and also the director of curriculum and instruction.
So we're talking 2 different positions with 1 vote.
Well, yeah, remember this meeting is to hire teachers before the beginning of the school year. So you can have raise a question on either candidate.
Okay. I would like to at this time separate the 2 positions and have 2 separate votes on the positions. Is that possible?
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
All right, so the first vote will be for the assistant principal / AD position. Any questions, comments, concerns regarding that position? Mrs. Momini.
Does he have all the certifications that are needed?
He will be pursuing his ed leadership to get his admin cert. So we typically give candidates 6 months to prove that they have enrolled in the program. And I believe they have 3 years.
3 years, yeah, if that's what he's working under, yeah, okay.
So he's already begun the process. He actually reached out to MDE and came up with an accelerated track that he can go through because he has admin experience already.
Okay.
So he's gonna get that information from you as he receives it.
So I have a question for that concerning that position. What's her name? Stephanie Harvey, was she an applicant for the AD position?
Might have applied, I'm not sure if that would be. Have my apple check open, so I'll look. You said the last name is Harvey.
You still there, Ms. Seats?
I'm still here.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear the answer.
No, she's looking right now.
Okay, yes.
Okay.
So she did apply.
She did.
I guess the question would be, is there a reason why she didn't get interviewed? She used to be an AD at Western Michigan
I can
University.
share my notes, is that okay to share the notes that we have
Can we share the notes?
from the screening, the original screening that I did with after my position? Put some notes on it, and you and hers. I don't know. Let me go to
Is that okay?
Do we want to post? Yeah, because I don't know if it's about a person with the public, you might
Okay.
think about that.
All right, so any other questions
Have to
from,
get that information.
Yeah. any other questions from the board before we vote on this item? All right. Any questions, Ms. Seats?
Did you, the response to the attorney, question, your second question, what was their response, sir?
Well, the response was they took some notes. They had some notes on her interview, but we don't want to share those notes in public.
I understand, okay.
Right, so, but she did apply, so the answer to the question, she applied, but we're not gonna share the notes of
Why
why she wasn't
Take
considered,
it to the next one.
okay?
Thank you.
All right, Ms. McGowan?
Marletta Seats,
Ms. Seats?
Joseph Taylor,
Yes.
Martha Nominee,
Yes.
Angela McDowell, yes. Steve Mitchell,
No.
and Lisa Kelly.
No.
So staff report number 3, correct, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and Ms. Seats, so.
It was 3-3. I
It's
counted on my
so
fingers.
it falls, so staff report number 3, fails. And that was staff report number 3, the assistant principal, athletic director. Staff report number 3, director of curriculum and instruction. Any,
Can I speak to the
Yes,
person
ma'am.
before you go on? So just want the board to be informed that according to Mr. Pearson, the young lady that is currently serving as interim really cannot stay in that position full time for much longer. So as we think about this and again, I don't have the answer, but I want to present the variable. That is a variable for the board to be aware of. So if, however this goes forward, that could be something to keep in our minds, that we may find ourselves without anyone in that position. I'm not sure what she would, I have not spoken to her, I don't really know her. That is what I am told, is an adamant, she's not able to stay. Is that you?
This is the
Right in front
young
of me.
lady.
I knew that, but I'm sorry, I didn't know that, so. Ms. Watson, you're here. That's what I've been told, so are you willing to stay on, just so we have, I mean, this really complicated in my book.
I'll stay until you find somebody.
I should speak for myself. I am too. That's what thank you for being here.
okay, so any questions, comments, concerns regarding the director of curriculum and instruction position?
Break certifications.
Yes.
Any other questions? Ms. McGowan?
She have a question?
Ms. Seats, you have any questions?
All right, Steve Mitchell,
Yes.
Marletta Seats,
Ms. Seats?
Joseph Taylor,
Yes.
Martha Nominee,
Yes.
Lisa Kelly,
No.
Angela McDowell, yes.
Okay, staff report number 4 passes. Staff report number 5, Dr. Walker, teacher contract ratifications.
Yes, and I will actually turn the call over to Ms. Herbo, who will speak to the board about the process and where we landed for the contracts. For both. Oh, we missed something.
Yeah.
We missed something. Well, I guess.
Look, I was teasing her about not voting on it, but I didn't mean it.
Oh, staff report number 4.
Well, I guess this would technically be 5 now, if we broke the other two up.
Yeah, I think that's sort of confusion.
Yeah, okay.
Where am I?
Wait, what? I just said 383.
Oh, that's what I did.
Okay.
That
Yes.
makes-
Okay, so staff report number 4, receptionist to the superintendent.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah, we totally skipped that.
Okay. Okay. So employment of non-bargaining staff. I'm sorry, are you giving me the floor?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Reason for board consideration. The board must vote to approve the employment of the following non-bargaining staff in accordance with the revised school code and other general laws of Michigan. Facts and analysis. Susan West was hired and expressed to serve as receptionist to the superintendent's office because the superintendent and director of curriculum and instruction offices were combined. The superintendent secretary position and the director of curriculum and instruction secretary positions were both assigned to this office, with Ms. West serving as the receptionist. Due to the confidential material that Ms. West handles, and considering she also supports the school board that best serves in the Harbor area schools, that she become a district employee. Her employment memo was attached, and the recommended action is that the Benton Harbor Area Schools Board of Education votes to approve the employment of the aforementioned non-bargaining staff.
Thank you. May I have a motion for the approval of staff report number 4?
I move that the Benton Harbor Area Schools Board of Education votes to approve the employment of the aforementioned non-bargaining staff.
Moved by trustee Martin Momedy. May I have a second?
Support.
Supported by treasurer Angelica McGowan. Any questions, comments, concerns regarding staff report number 4?
Done.
Marletta Seats,
Ms. Seats?
Steve Mitchell.
Yeah.
Angela McGowan, yes. Joseph Taylor,
Yes.
Lisa Gully,
Yes.
and Martha Nominee.
Yes.
Staff report number 4 passes. Staff report number 5, teacher contract ratification. Mrs. Hurley.
Okay, thank you. So good evening. I'm here on behalf of Bob Ruger from Park Hill. Both she and I conducted the negotiations with the 2 unions on August 11th. A background for you, for teachers, I'll address each one separately. For teachers in the budget for the 17-18 school year, a level increase for the teachers, if you want, you can call it a step, if you call it a level in their contract, was put in the budget. In the best interest of students and climate and culture in the buildings, the administration had a need for us to change all teachers' schedules. So that was really important for them as we talked about the reopener for Monday this time for teachers. We were able to provide the district with exactly what it needed and provide teachers with the financial support that they deserve. So our teachers agreed to the schedule change, along with them receiving a level change. They signed a tentative agreement and have also unanimously voted to approve the changes. The teachers, so we're happy for them. When it comes to the paraprofessionals, we budget, in the budget, the district had a 1% budgeted for them. The paraprofessionals, when we met with them, had a much greater desire to see their hard cap for their insurance increase versus receiving a 1% pay. As you're aware, the parapros receive single-only insurance from the district. They also have an option for a cash in lieu if they choose not to do that. So that was really their piece that they really felt very strongly about. We were able to work with Scott, along with Dr. Walker and Dr. Witherspoon, to secure an additional $3,000 so that we could give the paraprofessionals, put them to the state hard cap. We were below the state hard cap for the hard cap, so for the paraprofessionals, we were able to do that. And the majority of them have insurance, about 10 or 11 of them don't. So we were able to then provide for those who don't take the insurance, a one-time $150 that we paid to them in December. They received $150 as a cash in lieu. And so we were able to do that for them, along with providing them with an additional day off. Our parapros signed the tentative agreement, and also unanimously voted to approve the changes. We felt very good about being able to give both groups something and appreciated the fact that that was in the budget. And so this evening, what we're asking is for the board to put their stamp of approval on the negotiations. And the opener for both contracts, they were open for financial. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Walker, not Dr. Walker, Dr. Weatherspoon, did you have a comment? I saw you.
Support with,
Okay. Ms. McGowan?
Question, you said the parents got an extra day, does that mean it's paid?
What we were able to secure for the parapros was they were scheduled for a particular day when there's going to be half a day with students. And so we made those two half days that are non-work days, sort of that they'll get paid for. In essence, it's another holiday. But it was already in the budget. It's a paid holiday. It was already in the budget, yes.
Okay, and my other question is with the teachers, you said they got a step
A
increase.
level change, yes.
So if I'm at the top, so did I get a pay increase also?
Okay. So what is nice is when we negotiated the contract a year ago, we went from 5 columns, 5 lanes, if you want to call that, to 2, and we added many steps more. So now there are 20 steps in each one, and we don't have anybody at the top. So everybody received a level.
Now,
We don't have anybody at the top. I think the highest level we have is 17. And they have 3 more to go because we added levels.
in the 17 years within the district?
Those are levels. So it's different than when it was in the past. The past, it had to do with years particularly. It's not that way now.
Can you explain what it was?
In the past, I'm sorry for interrupting, but in the past, we've gotten that information on paper for us to look at. And said, this is what they were making, this is what they're going to be making now. We've never seen what the levels are, at least I haven't. I wasn't aware that it had gone down to 2 lanes or whatever. I feel like I'm lacking information that we usually get before we vote on this.
So the information you got last year, this is the same contract that you voted on last year. So last year when the contract was brought, I think Barb came at that time and presented the contract to you. That nothing changed this time. They just moved up a level.
I was be honest, I feel more comfortable seeing in writing what their raise is, what the lanes are, understand how the system works now. Because I mean, I've been on this bandwagon for a while now. We got to do well by the teachers, and I don't feel comfortable voting on it without all the information.
So what I can tell you is that it is online. The master agreement is online, and that does have the lanes on there.
Okay, but that has the old information. I'm
No.
looking for the newest. You've got the one that we haven't approved yet online?
So let me, no.
No?
Let me
Okay.
help you understand.
Okay.
This last year, you approved a 2-year contract with a financial reopener only. Okay, so financial reopeners is what we have now. So it's the same contract and it's the same financial teacher information with the 2 lanes and the 20 steps for each one, 20 levels for each one.
So if we hadn't renegotiated, they would not have gotten a level increase.
It was a money opener for this year.
Okay,
And
so
so it
but
was
what I'm
based on
saying
whether
is,
the district would have the money to be able to give them the level change.
so it wasn't automatic, even though it was in the levels, 20 levels or whatever, were
Correct.
in that contract. It wasn't guaranteed that they were gonna get that until we did the reopening on the finance.
Correct. And
Okay,
so it's the same pay schedule,
same math,
same everything, yes.
okay.
But last year, when they added more levels, that's why nobody's at the top. They added more levels. I think it leveled out on some at like 11 and like 14 or 15, I think, before now it goes to 20 on both of those.
Did any of those teachers lose pay last year when you instituted the new levels?
Everybody got at least a 2 to, in fact, those that were on the bottom of the schedule, we bumped them up significantly. So they got like a 2 to 10% increase most of the people. With the norm being about 5 last year.
All right, any other questions? Because we just went through, I think, 2 staff reports, staff report 5 and 6. So any questions on staff report 5, teacher contract ratification, before we vote? Okay. Ms. McGowan?
Which one is this? Because I'm looking at the sheet and it's different. So this is staff report number.
This is staff report number 5.
All right, go ahead.
So she went through essentially 2 staff reports, parapros, which was staff report number 6, and teacher contract ratification, staff report number 5.
Right, but that's not what's on my sheet. That's why I'm
Oh,
confused, or not confused, but so I have to adjust.
Oh.
So, okay, so this is 5.
this is 5.
That's the one. All right, Steve Mitchell,
Yes.
Lisa Belli,
Yes.
Martha Momney,
Yes.
Marletta Seats,
Ms. Seats?
Angela McGowan. Yes, but I want to add that I have to agree with Mrs. Momney. I would prefer in the future that we get more of a detail, a comparison, instead of just here, this is what we've done.
Okay.
And Joseph Taylor.
Yes. Staff report number 5 passes. Staff report number 6, paraprofessionals contract ratification. Any questions, comments, concerns regarding staff report number 6? Ms. McGowan?
Okay, Angela McGowan, yes. Marletta Seats,
Ms. Seats?
Joseph Taylor,
Yes.
Martha Momney,
Yes.
and Lisa Gully. Yes. And Steve Mitchell.
Staff report number 6 passes. Staff report number 7, assistant superintendent salary.
Thank you. So. Reason for board consideration, the board shall approve the employment and also when not covered by the terms of a negotiated collectively bargained agreement, fix the compensation for each professional staff member employed by the board. Facts and analysis, the mid-range high school principal salary of $91,225 days is $404 a day. The assistant superintendent at $101,500 for 240 days is $423 a day. We thought it was appropriate for the assistant superintendent to make more pay than the salary for mid-range high school principal. Board policy 3120 supports the board's work. So the recommended action would be that the Benton Harbor Area Schools Board of Education votes to approve the salary of $101,500 for the assistant superintendent position.
Thank you. May I have a motion for the approval of staff report number 7?
Make a motion that the Benton Harbor Area School Board of Education votes to approve the salary of $101,500 for the assistant superintendent position.
Thank you, Mr. Mitchell. Motion by Vice President Mitchell. May I have support?
Support.
Supported by Treasurer Angelica McGowan. Questions, comments, concerns regarding staff report number 7? Mrs. Momney.
I just want to make it clear, because there was a comment in an email, and I'm not criticizing the board member that did it, but it was, they wanted to support the salary because the person that's going to be assistant superintendent had stuck with us and done a good job and everything, and my objections to the salary was not based on person. It was based on position and based on the teachers getting something also. So this was nothing personal, this was, my favorite word lately, equity.
Any other questions, comments regarding staff report number 7? Ms. McGowan?
Steve Mitchell.
Yes.
Joseph Taylor,
Yes.
Marletta Seats,
Ms. Seats?
Martha Momney,
Yes.
Lisa Gully,
Yeah, she's related.
Oh, okay. I've been doing that,
Sorry,
so
did
pay
not
attention.
know this. Well, here, I let you do it.
No, I'm just saying, I've been abstaining. On the vote, yeah.
All right, individually can get on, yes.
All right, staff report number 7 passes. We have one more thing to do. I think it was just a signing of a sheet, Dr. Walker. And that was the Barron County 5th year early middle college resolution. We did the policies. Last meeting we did policy. Yeah, that was it. I think that's it. We're not at that meeting. We got a table. No, we did all that back up.
I'm not Scott,
What's your name?
Bud.
Because that was tabled to come back to the next meeting, and then we went over all those policies and approved them.
So this document that we are bringing before you, called the Marion County 5th year early middle college resolution, basically requires that the board approve the district's support of having an early middle college experience for our high school students. I don't know if you want to add anything, Ms. Robinson?
I think, well, just one thing that this will allow our students to, a year, they'll have an extended year in high school. And once they finish that extended year, they'll end with their high school diploma and an associate's degree. So, and, it's a great opportunity for our kids to participate in, those who qualify, so we want to give them that opportunity to participate.
Are we able to provide them transportation, like to Michigan College or something?
We have in the past, when we do the dual enrollment, we provided
Because
transportation.
I have a
as well.
granddaughter in Eau Claire that's in this, and they provide transportation to those kids that are taking part in the 5-year program. And my fear is I don't want transportation to become an obstacle for our kids to take advantage of this. And so they wouldn't have to pay any tuition for the cop, because I'm thinking, okay, how is Promise still working
Yeah,
this?
we still receive the foundation dollars from the state because they're still enrolled. We're holding back like one class they have to take in high school. So they're still enrolled in high school while taking those courses in college. So that's why we're still receiving the foundation dollars.
So who actually pays for the college classes?
So that comes from the district.
Okay.
So as
Can Promise don't pay for any of that, since kids in Benton Harbor are allowed to have 2 years of junior college for Promise don't? Hey, it's worth a try.
Cease, do you have any questions or comments on the Barron County 5th year early middle? Okay. Any other comments? All right. So, I'll get back to that.
So,
Dr. Walker, I think we're at the end of the agenda. Do you have any comments?
just saying we are gearing up for the start of school. We have some amazing work, a lot of positive feedback regarding their experiences around collaboration, having a voice, and really getting expertise, but also learning from the experiences that they're getting through professional development. So it's really good work. We had our BHAS yesterday. 9 Muskegon counties came out. We did learn in the last hour. There was a county health event that was occurring on the same day, pretty much the same times. And we had reached out to them to be a part of our fair, and they said they would. They did something wrong, and that's that. So, but we still had a great turnout, wonderful participation, very, very successful event. And just really feel that things are off to a great start. We have a lot of plans. If you notice around the room, you'll see the big chart paper, literacy systems urgency. So when we analyze our our fourth quarter scorecard, which we'll bring to you in the September meeting. This is the work that comes from that when we look at the data and we assess our progress from that data, or what do we need to do? So we have about 8 areas that need attention. If you notice the checks in the corner, those are areas of things that we've already, that we have like pretty much taken care of or planned for. The other areas have information on them of things we know we want to do, our goals that we have, for that work. And so we are, we can, that'll be a focus for us as we go into this next year. And it was nice because it totally confirms everything that we knew coming off of the last half of the school year, things that needed to happen. The data just confirms it. And that's always wonderful when your data confirms what you anticipate for a professional career. So I'm really excited about the start of the next school year. Our enrollment right now is right about where it was last year at this time, which is a good sign because what we understand and what we saw in the past is this is when families started really enrolling. We've had just tons of people in the last couple of days enrolling students. And yesterday I had several families that came that I personally had a chance to see that they were not sure that ended up registering. So just some really positive things are happening. We still have a long way to go. I'm going to always stress that. But I'll be really happy to share our scorecard because you all are going to see the transformation from a data lens of what had been in Benton Harbor to where we've moved. And so again, we have a ways to go, but it's considerably different for the good kids. So thank you again for the opportunity to serve.
All right, thank you. We'll start with board member comments. Mrs. Momini.
Okay, I know desperate times, we're doing desperate measures, but I'm really hoping we can get away with having to do special meetings, and at some point in our life, we can do like a real board and have our work session and then our voting session and not have to jump into special meetings. I realize because we're gotta get employment and that we had to do that, but that is my hope. I'm also hoping that the new people that are coming on are gonna get training, and do they have mentors assigned to them, especially those who will be working on tenure. I believe there's a law they have to have a mentor. If that may have changed since I've been here.
Can I answer that one?
Yes, ma'am.
So our plan looking forward is with the instructional coaches that we have, meeting with Barbara and having a conversation about the law around who does and who doesn't get a mentor. What we're looking at is assigning those teachers the instructional coaches so we are purposeful. So we do have a plan to meet them, okay?
Good, because we, too many times in the past, I mean, we've had new teachers quit within a month because they didn't have the support that they needed. Back to school yesterday was, the BHAS was kind of fun. For those of you that know Virginia Maxwell, she had a riot. But I was almost had to put a sign up because people come up and say, "Is that you, Mrs. Maxwell?" But we had about 400 people take some of the free books, which was good. I was supposed to, by today, according to my calculation, receive a response on the professional development plan that we submitted to the state for partnership agreement. I haven't seen one yet. If I don't get something by tomorrow, then I will contact and see what the problem is. And I'll go back and recount my days because it has to be 10 business days and maybe I missed something. And then each of you should find a little details here on the review of the district protocols where we agreed at our August 8th partnership meeting that we each take on a protocol and explained a little bit in here. We need to make sure it aligns to our policy. Please note what policy it does align to. If you find that it does not align to a policy, please note that, because then we'll have to make a decision as a board to either change the protocol to match the policy or change the policy to match the protocol. And we'll have to make that decision based on what we find. And if you need copies, I volunteer the superintendent's secretary to make you a hard copy. They're all available at the end of our memo list. These are all ones that are listed at the bottom of our memo, so you can run it off yourself. But I'm sure Sue would be glad to run off one if you want to have a hard copy to make notes on. And I think that's it.
All right, thank you. Ms. McDonald.
Nothing, just that I want to hard copy.
Ms. Seats, do you have any comments? Secretary Golden.
Yes, my comment is, I'm very disturbed. In July, President Taylor called me to Big B Coffee. I had a witness with me, and basically what he was doing was calling me to tell me to shut up and not talk. Then I get this email of a threat from him because I emailed him and I told him, I said, any other communications, I'm gonna need you to put it in writing. So now he sent me this email threatening to send the police to my house, accused me of taking some court closed session documents that I didn't even have, and said he was gonna send the police to my house, and then had the Lord's Patrol contact me. My blood pressure been up ever since, and I don't know what to do. I don't know if I should file a PPO against him or what, but I'm just emotionally distraught, and he been bullying me. I'm so scared. I don't know what to do. He shouldn't be the president and represent our community because people been saying stuff that he been doing and everything, speaking on behalf of the board, putting us out there real bad. I don't know what to do. I'm scared for my family because he got the state involved, the superintendent doing stuff. Mr. Taylor just wrong. He don't need to be president on this board. You just wrong.
All right, any comments? So, comments for me are, I'm glad we got the teachers an increase. Glad we finally got everything straightened out. It was a good day yesterday. I want to give kudos and shout outs to Mrs. Momini, Ms. McGowan. Good job doing the books. I was there with the robotics. We got a lot of students signed up. So hopefully this year we'll get everything rolling. Any other business? If there's no other business, be resolved that the Benton Harbor Area Schools Board of Education meeting be adjourned. May I have a motion to adjourn tonight's meeting?
So moved.
Moved by Martha Momini. May I have a second? Supported by Mr. Mitchell.
Okay, Joseph Taylor,
Yes.
Steve Mitchell. Martha Momini.
Yes.
Angela McGowan, yes, and Marletta Seats.
Meeting's adjourned at 6:48. Thank you, Ms. Seats.
Thank you, everyone.